Hey everyone, welcome back to another daily Leetcode breakdown. Today we are looking at problem 1464, maximum product of two elements in an array. Before we dive in, please remember that if anything is confusing at all, drop a comment down below and I'll make sure to respond and clear things up. Here is the problem page from Leetcode. It's a bit wordy, so let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do with some clear visuals. We start off with a standard list of numbers. Our job is to pick two distinct items from this list. We subtract one from the first item, subtract one from the second item, and then multiply those two new numbers together. Out of all the possible pairs we could pick, we want to find the combination that gives us the absolute largest final product. Let's look at an example using the list 3, 4, 5, and 2. To get the biggest product, it makes sense to pick the two biggest numbers in the list. So let's pick 4 and 5. Following the rules, we take our 4 and 5 and subtract 1 from each of them. This gives us 3 and 4. We multiply 3 by 4 to get 12, and that's our maximum possible product. Simple enough, right? The first idea that usually comes to mind is a brute force approach. We can just test every single combination of two numbers in the list. To make it a little bit faster, we don't need to check duplicates. If we check the first and second item, we don't need to later check the second and first item. We just scan forward. Here is the code for the brute force method. We have two loops. The outer loop grabs the first number, and the inner loop checks it against every number that comes after it, updating our answer if we find a bigger product. Since we have a loop inside of another loop, checking almost every pair, the time complexity is big O of n squared. It doesn't use any extra memory, so space is order 1. But n squared can be slow. Can we do better? Intuitively, since all the numbers in our list are positive, the way to get the biggest product is to simply multiply the two biggest numbers together. So a very easy way to find the two biggest numbers is to just sort the entire list. Once sorted, the biggest numbers will be sitting right at the end. This makes the code super short. We just sort the list, grab the very last item which is our biggest, grab the second to last item which is our next biggest, and do our math. Sorting the list takes big O of n log n time, which is much faster than n squared. The space depends on the language's sorting algorithm, usually log n or n. But wait, do we really need to do all the work of sorting the entire list just to find two numbers? Not at all. We can actually find the largest and second largest numbers by just walking through the list one single time. As we read through the numbers, we just keep two variables updated, one for the very biggest number we've seen so far, and another for the runner-up. Here is the code for that one-pass method. Let's break down exactly how those variables update inside the loop. Imagine our list is 1, 5, and 4. We start both of our trackers at 0. We look at the first number, 1. 1 is bigger than our current biggest, which is 0. So our old biggest number gets bumped down to become the second biggest, and 1 becomes our new biggest. Next we see 5. 5 is bigger than 1. So again, our old biggest, the 1, gets demoted to second place. And 5 takes the crown as the new biggest. Finally, we see 4. 4 is not bigger than 5, so it doesn't take the top spot. But we check our else condition. Is 4 bigger than our current second biggest, which is 1? Yes it is, so we update our second biggest to be 4. Since we only look at each number in the list exactly one time, our time complexity drops down to big O of n. This is the fastest possible approach. And we only use two variables, so space is order 1. You might wonder about edge cases, like, what if the list is incredibly short? Luckily, the problem rules guarantee that the list will always have at least two numbers, so our trackers will always find two values to work with without crashing. So the main lessons here are, sorting is a great tool when you need extreme values, but if you only need the absolute top one or two items, a simple linear scan using a couple of tracker variables is almost always more efficient. If you want to grab the exact code we just went over, you can head to leetcodeunlocked.com. Via the link in the description. You can copy and paste the solutions directly from there to help support the channel. I promised solutions in other languages, so let's quickly show the optimal big O of n approach in Java, C++, and JavaScript. Here is the optimal solution written in Java. Next up, here is the exact same logic written for C++. And finally, the optimal one-pass solution in JavaScript. I want to quickly mention that you've probably noticed this channel is narrated by AI. I built this system to generate clear, instant visual explanations the moment a daily problem drops so I can learn faster. I share them here hoping they help you study efficiently too. I've recently changed up the visual format of these videos a bit to keep things moving faster. I'd love to hear your feedback on the new pacing, so please let me know your thoughts in the comments. And again, If you have any lingering questions about today's problem, ask away. I don't run ads on these videos and I don't take sponsorships because I want this to be a distraction-free study tool. If you find this format helpful and want to support the channel, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/leetcodedaily. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get your streak done early every day. Keep coding, and I'll see you tomorrow.